Sponsored by Mingy Beef Jerky.
Hi, everybody, and welcome into week 3 of high school football. Jeff Pecoro, Hallie DeVore, and of course, Noah Ellis joins us in just a minute. But a big-time high school football game tonight for our game of the week, and it was a good one. Boyle County and Lexington Catholic.
Yeah, you told me earlier, Jeff, Boyle County has not lost a regular season game since October of 2022. Lexington Catholic had every intention of changing the script. Catholic's defense looked phenomenal tonight. Here, Brady Wasick with the sack. Next snap, the defense continuing to show out. Jack White brings down Baylor Murphy again. Knight's defense is really strong. The question was, can their offense back it up? Let's find out. Brady Wasick here goes long to Harrison Ledridge. He makes the catch and is brought down just before the 10-yard line.
Wasick kid does everything.
He is. Both sides of the ball, extremely dominant player. Catholic able to cap off the drive. Same duo. Wasick finds Ledridge in the end zone for the score. Catholic now up 10-0. The Rebels trying to get their offense going, but the Knights defense gave them no time. Murphy sacked again. But this time the ball's loose. It's picked up by Mark Kozinski and taken into the end zone for another touchdown. Catholic goes into the half up 17-0. Boyle gets one in the second half, but the Knights win this one 17-7. Final score, Boyle County, again, has not lost a regular season game since October of 2022.
Crazy. All right, Scott County hosting Bowling Green. Two really good teams going head-to-head in Georgetown after a Cardinal fumble. Freshman quarterback Anthony Davis. He goes to the air, the lefty. I'll tell you what, this kid's going to be good. Just a freshman hits Reed Gathright right down the seam. He goes to the 10-yard line. One play later, it's Davis rolling to his left, hitting Gathright again. He tumbles into the end zone, and it's 7-0 Purples. But the Cardinals right down the field, and second man through. This offense is crazy that Scott runs. Jaden Garrett, he turns the corner. He gets in to tie the game at 7. Just absolutely crazy. That's all in 4.5 minutes into the game. Now the Purple's at it again. Davis on the slip screen. This time it's Montravian Graham. He goes 20 yards for the score, 14-7. Seesaw battle here. Timmy Amongo, this guy had a huge night. He gets into the end zone, and that was, did you see that? That was their head coach of the basketball team there, Sean Woods, getting a watch there. He goes in, and Tommy Amongo goes for a 76-yard run later in the game to cap it off as they win it 35-28.
When does Timmy Amongo not have a good game is the question. Next up, the Battle of the Madison. Central hosting Southern. Eagles trailing 7-0 early. Southern quarterback Gabe Beard slings this one long to David McCoy. Makes the catch, gets a little shifty there, stays on his feet, keeps it going, and takes it all the way to the pay dirt. Eagles tie the game there at 7-7. The Indians now on offense. Handoff here to Bronson Parker, untouched through the slot, takes a step out of that tackle, in for the score, and Central is back on top. Indians extend their lead here. Quarterback Corinthian Barnes on his feet down the sideline and across the goal line. This game is called in just the second quarter. Central wins it 32-7.
All right, Noah Ellis was over at my alma mater tonight, Tates Creek. And Noah, you saw a lot of scoring tonight.
Yeah, Jeff, tons of points tonight at Tates Creek in a game that started an hour early due to all the weather. But let's get to those highlights tonight. We picked things up here at the end of the first quarter with Tates Creek up 3-0 until South Oldham senior running back Anthony Dixon gets the ball and he runs it in for the score. Dragons went up 7-3 here in the first quarter, and honestly, that was just the start for their offense in this game. They kept going like crazy. How about here in the second? Check this one out. Dragons junior quarterback Adrian Miles goes over the top to the defense to find his big tight end Kalodi Dada for his first catch of the year, a 50-yard touchdown. Dragons go up 14-3 here. Their offense just kept going and kept going. Tates Creek tried to make it a game here, though. Senior quarterback Darnell Burnside finds his top target, J.T. Cooper, on a screen, and the blocks do their work, and he does the rest to get to the end zone. But the Dragons' offense was just way too much today. They put up over 450 yards of offense, including 280 yards on the ground. They moved to 3-0. They win this one 41-24 at Tates Creek.
All right, thank you, Noah. Well, let's take a look at some other scores from around the Bluegrass. A few of those games were actually postponed, going to continue tomorrow.
Yeah, Frederick, Douglass, and Manual, that one tied at 14 all, and they will resume tomorrow as well at 2 o'clock. And then Montgomery County GRC, the Indians lead 9-7 in the fourth quarter of that one, which again will be played tomorrow.
All right, stay with us. We'll have more highlights when we come back.
And welcome back to the End Zone. Let's jump right back to the highlights. Great crossing. They traveled to Woodford County for the Yellow Jackets senior night. Yeah, it's just second week and they already got a senior night. All right, early in the first quarter, Fox Coons hands it off to Darren Tomlin. He goes untouched in the end zone. Coons hits Amari Joyner with a perfect pass. That's another score. Jackets go up 14-0. Great crossing answers in the second with a scoring run from inside the 5. It's Luke Ballard that bowls his way in. Then Tomlin with his second rushing touchdown of the night. He zips right in, puts Woodford up 21-7. Great crossing, not going away early in this one, and it's Luke Ballard again. This time he kicks it to the outside, and he gets into the end zone for his second touchdown of the night. Final minutes of the half, Woodford marching down the field with the help of some penalty yards. This time Fox Coons again finds Kyle Ritter, and that makes it 28-14. Woodford goes on to win it 42-14.
All right, now Lafayette hosting Franklin Simpson. Second quarter, the Wildcats extend their lead with this run by Blake McPherson. Franklin Simpson leads 20-0. But the Generals now on the kickoff return. J.J. Richardson with the ball.
Look out.
Takes off toward the sideline. Watch this. He cuts back in there and keeps going and keeps going and keeps going, and finally is brought down just short of the goal line. Next play, and Tyree Richardson punches it in for the Generals' first and only score of the night. Game is called in the third due to weather, but the Wildcats take this one 35-7.
All right, more scores from around the state.
All right, well, we had the Battle of Christian Academy of Louisville and Lexington Christian, and boy, Christian Academy of Louisville took that one. Then we had, Jeff, you were there, Bryan Station and Corbin. They called this one at half.
Yeah,
7-0.
halftime, 7-0. They just said, yeah, that's it. We're going to call it a final. Moeller beats Trinity in that game. Moeller quarterback and UK sighting Matt Ponatoski, 23 of 28, 201 yards, 3 touchdowns for Moeller as they defeat Trinity, and also 56-23 Henry County over Western Hills.
All right, the Kentucky volleyball team also had a huge night tonight. We want to give them a quick mention.
Yeah, they bounced back from their 5-set loss to Nebraska in a big way tonight. Happy Valley, Penn State hosting UK behind SEC Player of the Year Brooklyn DeLay, who was basically unstoppable. She had 18 kills, 3 aces. The Cats swept the Nittany Lions 25-21, 25-16, 25-23. It's just the second time in program history that UK has defeated the defending national champions in a match the following season. Back in 1989, UK defeated Texas also in straight sets at Memorial Coliseum. They're now 2-1. They'll play New Hampshire tomorrow at 2, also in Pennsylvania.
I mean, after that Nebraska game, which was still close, that's awesome to see.
Yep. Hey, thanks for watching. Have a great night, everyone.